Hello everyone. Today we are doing something a little bit crazy that I've probably been needing to do for months now, and that is getting rid of all of my rabbit supplies. So technically I'm not getting rid of everything. I wouldn't do that, but I am cleaning out this closet, and if you can see, it is a mess. You can't really see the floor right now, but it's bad. Yeah, so I'm basically gonna take everything out of here and potentially get rid of it, donate it to the foster bunnies at my shop, or keep it and reorganize it. So I'm a little nervous because I don't even know what's in here. So yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and just get started, see what we find. So I'll probably just do a time lapse of me cleaning it out, and then I'll show you guys everything that I have left. And the exciting part will come at the end when we replace everything. So everything that I'm getting rid of, I'm gonna replace it with new stuff, so that's gonna be fun. So let's go ahead and get started in the disaster zone. Okay, so this is the progress. I got most of everything out. The rest of this stuff I'm for sure keeping, so I just left it in here. But most of everything is out. The floor is a disaster. I just have some bins in here that I need to empty out, like that's full of garbage. And then the litter, I'm not moving that out because that's like 40 pounds. And yeah, so that's what the closet currently looks like. And this is what outside looks like. So I didn't get rid of as much stuff as I was thinking. So right in front of the door and then everything this way is stuff that I'm keeping. It looks like a lot because it is, but some of this is not staying in the bunny room. Like I have a heater in here that I had in here from when Lulu was alive. And then I have like a little heating mat and stuff from Lulu, so that's all gonna get out of here because I don't need it anymore. But I'm keeping it, obviously. I'm not gonna throw away a giant heater because I definitely might need it in the future. So that stuff will probably just go in the garage, and then I have like the Carefresh bin over there. This I think I'm just going to let the cats have. I don't think I want the bunnies to have it. And then I just have like their agility stuff and then some laundry. And then back there by the Maze Haven is all the stuff that needs to go into storage bins in the basement. So that's like my Valentine's Day decor. And then I have some Christmas decor too that needs to go downstairs. That's dirty laundry. That's all the laundry that I'm donating to the foster bunnies. And then I just have a Cottontail Cottage with Snuggle Bun stuff that I'll be keeping, and my vacuum I'm keeping, obviously. So mainly the stuff that I'm keeping are like larger items, like a heater, the IKEA doll beds, the vacuum, the Carefresh, the agility equipment. And then these two bins, so this bin and this bin, I need to go through and organize. These are from like when I was a child. This is where my play t-shirts went. Yeah, these bins are really old, but they kept up. So anyways, so this bin is mainly like rabbit treats and rabbit toys. And then this one is also rabbit treats and rabbit toys. So I'm gonna go through that. And then obviously there's like more Valentine's Day and Christmas stuff in here that I need to put away. But most of this stuff I'm probably gonna keep. I just need to reorganize it. This is my garbage pile. The reason I'm not like donating most of this is because it has holes in it. Because the bunnies chewed it at one point. So I have like old Snuggle Buns and then old baby blankets that are just like filthy. That's a Maze Haven or a Tunnel Haven that wasn't properly put together. So I just went ahead and got a new one. I'm just gonna toss that one. Unless I can fix it, then I might give it to the cats. And then there's a bunch of garbage underneath there. Basically old packages and toys that were ruined. The bunnies are just eating. They're just chilling and eating their hay. But yeah, So now what I think I'm gonna do is just go ahead and vacuum this entire room out and like throw that away, and then kind of just organize everything that's in here once it's vacuumed. And then I'm gonna go through and organize all of this and put it back in the closet. So that should be fun. I'm not quite done in the closet yet, but I basically have everything inside except for the laundry that needs to be washed, the vacuum cleaner, and then like the Cottontail Cottage. So yeah, basically everything's in there. And before I put anything else in, I want to bring in all the new stuff I got because I know it's going to make a mess on the floor and I want to vacuum at the end. So now that I've gotten rid of everything, let's stock it back up. So yeah, I may have gone crazy at my shop and got a bunch of stuff. I have some footage that I'll insert now of me shopping, so enjoy the footage. But yeah, I'm gonna go unload it from the car and bring it in here. So load. So everything is now in the closet and it's ready to be put away. So a lot of this stuff is going to go immediately in the bunny room, so it doesn't necessarily need a spot in the closet, but I do have a lot of space. So this stuff is still not organized right here, but that's okay. I have an empty bin over on this right side. These two purple bins are empty as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to put everything back into the closet. Oh, I'm so out of breath. All right, guys, I have finished the closet. So let's go ahead and give a little tour. There definitely isn't a ton of walking space, but to be honest, I don't really need a lot of walking space, and the main reason is just because of this very large tube. So my vacuum doesn't really fit in and out of my closet because my closet's like narrower than a normal door. So because of that, I bought an extra long hose so that I can just keep the vacuum in the closet, and then the hose reaches all over the entire room. So yeah, if it wasn't for the long hose, I think I'd have a lot more space, but I just have one of these wall dividers in here. So right here I have the Cottontail Cottage, and I don't let the bunnies use this unsupervised just because Ebony is 9 years old, and because she's so old, she was jumping up on the top level and then launching herself off. And I just felt like that was a really big jump for a 9-year-old tiny little rabbit. And I just didn't want to, like, you know, worry about her injuring herself. If she was like 2 or 3 years old, I wouldn't worry about it, but you know, she is older, so I decided to only use this like during supervision or playtime. And then I have the 2 IKEA doll beds down there. And then down in this left corner there, that is the horse stall pellets that I use for the bunnies' litter. And then this green bin is full of Carefresh that I also use in their litter box. Then the shelf above that, we have these 3 bins from Target. So in this first one, we just have 2 different types of hay. These are the 5-pound box hays from Rabbit Hole Hay. I sell them on my online shop if you guys are interested, but I got 5-pound size boxes of each type of hay, except for the hay that I use in their metal boxes. Their metal boxes always have soft Timothy hay, which is 3rd crop Timothy hay. So I didn't get a 5-pound box of that because I have a 40-pound box in my garage, so I didn't need any more. So this is the soft orchard grass. That's in here. And behind that, we just have the meadow or mountain grass. It must grow near a Timothy field because it does have some Timothy hay in it as well. So if you're allergic to Timothy hay, just keep that in mind. But this is the mountain grass. Let me try to show you what it's known for. So it just has these really thin, fine blades of grass. So that's kind of what mountain grass is like. And I just kept them in the bag so that I could tell the difference between the mountain grass and the soft orchard grass. So then in the middle one, we have their treat hay, which I'm using this and this as treat hay as well, just because it's not their normal hay, but this is like the smaller containers of treat hay, I guess you could say. So this is just Western Timothy harvest stacks. So these are just the plain ones. And then right here I have Western Timothy chamomile. So this has chamomile herbs in the stacks. Then I just have some oat hay. I have a tiny little bit of oat hay left in this bag, but it's almost gone. Then I have meadow hay, and then a brand new meadow hay, and then I have a botanical hay and a brand new botanical hay. So that's just some treat hay in there. Over on this side, we have Coarse Timothy Hay, which is this one. So Coarse Timothy Hay is technically first crop Timothy Hay, so that's what's in there. And then back here is medium Timothy Hay, which just looks closer to soft Timothy Hay. Sometimes the medium and coarse looks the same, but this time the medium looks more similar to the soft. So anyways, so coarse and medium Timothy Hay in there. Up on this shelf, we have all their toys. So over on this side, we have a bunch of the extra Maze Haven and Mini Haven little divider things. I have so much of them, like I literally could make like a new Heidi house out of it. So maybe I'll attempt to do that. We've got 2 extra large seagrass mats, which these are back in stock now on my online shop if you guys are interested. All of the stuff I'm showing is from my online shop, just so you know. I'll have it linked below. So then I have a large seagrass mat and then a small seagrass mat in there. And then I have the Oxbow Timothy mat, which is Sterling's favorite. And then we have the medium-sized Timothy mat. Then we have the double woven seagrass mat, large size, and then the large hide and seek mat by Oxbow. And then in here is all the new toys that I grabbed for them. So I have the peeled willow hay rack and 2 medium willow balls back in there. And then we have the large square willow basket, the hay barrel from Oxbow, and then the rectangle willow basket. And then we have the Timothy carrot by Oxbow and the large willow chew, or willow ring chew, whatever it's called. And then I have some new products by Oxbow that we've either released or we're about to release very soon. But they're just a bunch of compressed Timothy hay with different herbs. So this has marigold in it. I don't remember what this one is. And then some of them have like these little sticks on them. So yeah, those are coming very soon. So that's what's in there. This is all of the toys that I've had previously. I have a bunch of willow sticks and apple sticks right here. Like I have like 4 inches thick of sticks. So lots of sticks. This is the Hay Corral by Oxbow. We have that on our site. These are all the old fruit balsa flings that the bunnies have halfway chewed. I just need to like put them, I don't let them have like 24-hour access to the flings just because there's so much fruit on them. But then these ones, these are just the other fruit balsa blocks and then the fruit grapevine stars. And these I just give one at a time as kind of like a treat or a toy thingy. And then I have some willow rings, and little random toys in there. So that's what's in there. So then over here we have all of their treats. So I want to get like little containers for their treats, but to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna, but it would look a lot nicer. So these we have on our site, the organic blueberries. This is the organic pineapple. And then we have organic raspberries. So those are our new treats. Back here are some older treats that I got before we started selling these. And these are just all from Trader Joe's. So this is mango, which the bunnies did not like this, so I might just throw it away because they literally wouldn't even eat it. I had some Trader Joe's raspberries before I got these ones, so they're not even opened. I had some blueberries as well, and then we have the Simple Rewards banana treats, which we have these on our shop. And then I had some Trader Joe's apples. So just make sure that there's like no other ingredients. Right here it just says apples. So if you're buying it from a store, just make sure of that. So yeah, that's all in there. Oh, and then this stuff, this is some dried willow leaves that I got from an Etsy shop. And then these are all my dried herbs. These are like almost gone. So these are like the ones that I've already used. And then these are brand new ones that I bought to replace them because I always run out of herbs. So that's in there. I use the herbs for their hay salads. Oh, and then we have some Timothy cubes, which these will be coming on our shop very shortly. I don't know when, but these were the product testers that we got. I just have a big bag of those that will literally last me like an entire lifetime. So yeah, up here we have their Tunnel Haven, which I'm gonna go ahead and put in their room very shortly. Behind that we have all of our towels. Right here I have 2 sheets. I never use these anymore, but in case I ever need them, I decided to keep 2 and then got rid of the rest of my sheets. This is an IKEA blanket that I like for their little shelf area. And then I have a memory foam mat. Everyone always asks me where I get the memory foam mats. I normally try to get them on clearance from TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Ross, Marshalls, any shop like that. I just try to find the cheap ones, but then I also make sure they're not like the dollar store quality. So they're still like kind of squishy. Then I have the Snuggle Buns. If you guys didn't know, we started selling Snuggle Buns again on our shop. These are the 2 patterns that we have currently. We have this blue one that's super pretty, and then it has like a light blue on the back. And then this one is a really pretty fruit pattern, perfect for summer. And then these are some old Snuggle Bun covers that they're really worn out, but I decided to keep them just in case. My vinegar and water spray, Timothy Bungalow by Oxbow, Hopper Hideaway because my rabbits have eaten their 3rd one, and it's literally their favorite hideout for their floor area, so I had to buy another one. I think this is like their 3rd or 4th Hopper Hideaway. Wow, my voice is cracking. Back here we have all of our ceramic tiles. Okay, and then leading up to the top, I'm not gonna go through everything. Basically I have agility equipment, old rabbit toys that I barely ever use anymore, but I kind of am keeping them because they're sentimental to me. I know that's weird. And then I just have some random food items that I use for senior rabbits who need to gain weight, but Ebony won't eat them, so I just shoved them up there for now. And then I have a bunch of vacuum attachments thrown up there, and then an old broom and dustpan. So, oh, and then that Heidi house. But yeah, that is the closet. It looks a lot better than it did before, and I'm very happy that it is all organized. I think the main thing that I'm excited about is this hay station. This is gonna be so nice to just make some hay salads for them. I just call them hay salads. I don't know why. It's basically just like treat hay with herbs and different things in them. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed watching me get rid of everything and then replace everything. Leave a comment down below on what videos you want to see next, and I will see you guys very soon in a new video. Bye!